Alright, this is part 2 to my Springfield Armory XD subcompact 9mm. As everybody saw the first video, they know I had an issue with the slide. And the issue with the slide was right here. From here back. It's getting scuffed up from the holster. Also, right on this corner. It was going clear. It was going right to the metal, and also right down on through here. That was all getting scuffed up. And the gun was only 2 months old, so I wasn't really happy with it. And that was coming from the usage of this holster. And I told them, well, your holster's really marring up the slide. And they're like, well, that it shouldn't do it. And I'm like, well, it is. As you can tell inside, it's just all hardened plastic. And so I wasn't too thrilled about that, doing that. So a lady asked me, she says, on Springfield, she says, no, maybe it's because you're wearing rings when you handle your pistol. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm not married, I don't have any rings, and that shouldn't scratch the finish on the slide. And she goes, well, maybe it's when you go to the range, it's the bench you're sitting on. Maybe it's the metal on the bench that's scratching it up. I'm like, you don't know where I go shooting. Where I do, it's all wood finishes for tabletop, or else it's got a foam pad, so that's not scratching the slide either. It's your holster that's scratching up my slide. She goes, well, why don't you send some pictures in so we can take a look at it? I said, you know what, I don't want to, why should I send you pictures? When I want my slide fixed, why don't you send me a shipping label so I can send you the slide and you can look at it yourself. You know, she debated with me for a while. I said, look, I thought you people stood by your product. So she's like, okay. So she sent me a shipping label, and then I sent it in, and it took over 3 weeks for them having it, and I never heard nothing from them. So I'm like, I'll call them up and say what's going on, and they're like, well, we don't talk to customers because if we did, we never get nothing done. But they called me the next day and said it's all done and we're going to be shipping it out to you. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, no, this is completely redone, the whole slide, but this, like I say, was the area that had the problem, all the way from there to the front, right on this corner, and then mostly right here. That was all getting all scratched up. So it looks really good. You can tell they stood by what they said they were gonna do. And we'll put it back together right now. So yeah, I got the other XD subcompact in the 40 caliber, and then I got my 45 ACP. So I got a little family of Springfields now. And with this though, I'm not gonna ever put it back in that lousy holster that they sent. Instead, I was at a gun show and I got a nice Don Hume leather holster, and this one will work for both the 40 and the 9mm, and it's for of course, me being left-handed, so it's for a left-handed shooter. And this isn't scratching up the finish on my 40, so that's why I'm wearing it with the 9. And this holster, well, that's just going to remain in the case. Alright, so Springfield kind of gave me a hassle, but still corrected the problem. And it's still a great product. Just, you got to deal with people that want to give you a hard time, but you can get your point across and get your problem solved with persistence. So anyway, to everybody out there, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Be safe, and God bless.